Welcome, guys. We're going to start sitting cross-legged today. This is our theme, the seat. So let's rest our hands on our thighs, close the eyes, and take a couple of deep breaths. In and out through the nose, just to center yourself. And we can open our eyes, make prayer pose at our heart. Interlace your fingers and stretch your palms out, away from you, and up over your head. Opening up your shoulders and your chest. Take a few deep breaths. So we're going to talk about the seat today because in the language of yoga, the word for pose is asana. And asana means yoga pose, but it also means seat. Interlace your hands behind your lower back and stretch your knuckles out behind you. Open your chest, open your shoulders. So we're going to think of every pose we do today as something we can sit into. Finding some stillness, finding some strength in these deep seats of our yoga practice. And then reach your hands up over your head and come down to touch the floor. We'll come over into all fours, into hands and knees. And we'll do a little cat and cow pose. So arch your back, look up to the sky. Round your back, looking down at your navel. When I think of taking a seat, it slows me down, right? There's a certain restfulness to that word, to the word seat. Like you're sinking into something. And finding a restful pause. One more time, cat and cow. And then push up to a downward facing dog. It's like sometimes we're just waiting for the next pose. But when we take a seat, we really rest into the present moment. Just rest into what's happening right now. Relax your head, relax your neck. And then raise your right leg up in the air behind you. Step it through to a lunge. Come up on the tips of your fingers. Let's sit our hips into the lunge. Let your hips drop a little bit. Open up the front of the chest. Look forward. And then step up to the front of your mat and take a forward fold, bowing over. Letting yourself really relax into each pose, into each moment. Just sink in. Rise all the way up to standing. Reach up over your head, look up. And bring your prayer pose to your heart. Reaching up again. And bowing all the way, forward fold. Lift halfway up. Let's step our right foot back to a lunge. Pause in your lunge to sink your hips into it. Open up the chest. Go to plank pose like the top of a push-up. Sit into your strength here, into your power. And then lower all the way down to your belly and roll up to a cobra pose. A little gentle back bend. Keep the elbows bent. Shrug the shoulders away from your neck. And push back, downward facing dog. Raise your left leg up in the air, but sit your standing heel downward. Step through to a lunge. Take a breath. Step up to meet your front foot and bow over. Rise all the way. Hands to the heart. These are sun salutes. Let's keep going. Inhale, reach up. And bow all the way down. Lift halfway up. You might even put your hands on your shins. And then step your left foot back to a lunge. Pausing here. Plank pose like the top of your push-up. Lower all the way down. Roll up to cobra. And push back. Downward facing dog. Just like that. Let's keep going. Right leg up. And step it through. Step up to the front to meet it. And bow over. Rise all the way up. Hands to the heart. Going up. And coming down all the way. Halfway lift. And step your right foot back to a lunge. Plank pose like the top of your push-up. Lower all the way. Cobra pose. And downward dog. Left leg high. Step it through. Step up to meet it and bow over. Rise all the way up. And hands at your heart. Going up. And coming down all the way. Halfway up, maybe hands on shins. Step your left foot back to a lunge. And take plank pose. Lower yourself down. Cobra pose. Gentle back bend. Squeeze your elbows into your sides body. Soften the chest. And press back. Downward dog. Sit into the pose. Sit your heels down. Sit your hips back. Release the head and neck in a relaxing way. This time we'll look up and we'll hop our feet up, just lightly, a little forward bend here. With the feet touching and the big toes together, we'll take chair pose. Bend your knees and sweep your hands up by the sides of your head. So each pose is a seat. And this one in particular, this is called chair pose. It really is like we're taking a seat. Sit your hips back. And then forward fold. Lift halfway up. Hop your feet back and lower halfway, like a little push-up, halfway down, and right into upward dog. Straighten your arms this time. It's a little bigger than cobra pose. We're lifting our knees off the floor. And then push back, downward dog. Raise your right leg up in the air and step it through. We're gonna do warrior one. Drop your back heel. Put your foot down flat and reach the arms up over the head. This is warrior one. Take a seat. Sit into the thighs. Then open to the side, warrior two, and we'll open up the hips. Open the arms wide. Sit into the pose. Bring your hands to the floor and step back, plank pose, like a push-up. Come halfway down and then press to your upward dog. Straighten your arms, lift your knees off the mat, and push back, downward dog. Raise your left leg up, step it through, warrior one. Sit into the pose. And what they say about the poses is that there's supposed to be a balance between strength and softness, steadiness and ease. Open to the side, warrior two. And sit into the pose. Bring your hands to the floor and step back. Plank pose to chaturanga. Upward dog and downward dog. We're gonna jump up to the front, take our forward fold, and begin again in chair pose. Arms come up, squeeze the thighs together. Then bow over. Halfway lift. Jump back through your flow. Right leg to the sky. Step it through, warrior one. Let's keep going. Up we go. And warrior two. Reverse warrior is where we lean towards the back of our mat. Lean towards your back leg, but sit into the pose, sit deep. Then straighten your legs for triangle pose. One hand comes down to the floor, and one hand goes to the sky. If you can't reach the floor, you would just put your hand on your shin or your ankle, whatever you can reach. So taking a seat has this feeling of slowing down your breath. stay a while. Then touch down to a lunge, and we're gonna twist. So we'll pick up our other hand, the right hand, twist, open. You feel it maybe in your hips. Touch the floor, and let's keep flowing. Plank pose to chaturanga. Upward dog, and downward dog. Left leg to the sky. Step through for warrior one, and rise on up. Take a seat. Open to the side, it's warrior two. And reverse warrior. Even as you lean back, sit down into that front thigh. Then we'll take triangle with straight legs, one hand down and one hand to the sky. Slow it down, stay another breath. Then touch the ground in a lunge. For our twist, we're gonna lift up the left hand. Twisting open, maybe feel a hip stretch. Touch the floor, and let's keep flowing. Plank pose to chaturanga. Upward dog, and downward dog. Hop to the front of your mat lightly. Take your forward fold. And one more time, chair pose. Take your forward bend. Lift halfway up. Hop back through vinyasa flow. And raise your right leg up. Step it through. Warrior one. We'll keep adding on here. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. And triangle pose with straight legs. Touch the ground for your lunge, and we're going to drop our back knee. So as we twist, we're raising the right arm up. We're going to reach back to grab that foot for a thigh stretch. Sit your hips into the thigh stretch. I know it's a little intense. let go, we're gonna do pyramid pose. Push both legs straight and bow over. Bow your head, bow your neck. And step back for our flow. Plank pose to chaturanga push-up. Upward dog. And downward facing dog. Left leg rises up. Take it through to warrior one. Then warrior two. Reverse warrior. And triangle pose with straight legs. Touch the ground. We're coming into our twist. Drop the back knee. Reach back with your left hand to grab your foot and pull it in for your thigh stretch. Sometimes this bothers people's knee. You could put a little towel or some cushioning under your knee. You really want to be able to sit your hips into the stretch. Push forward. Let it go, and we'll do pyramid pose. Straight legs, bowing over, forward fold with two straight legs. So if you can touch the floor, that's cool. If you can't quite reach the floor, that's okay too. And you could put your hands on yoga blocks if you have them, or put your hands on something to rest. Bow your neck, bow your head. And we'll step back through our flow. One more time here. You can feel your nervous system calming down as we take our seat in each pose. Staying still, breathing, relaxing into each pose. Look forward and hop up lightly. Take your forward bend. We're going to take a variation here, come up to chair pose, and we'll make prayer pose at our heart, twisting across one knee. So your elbow comes across to the other side, and we twist, turning the chest towards the thumbs. Turn to look sideways, look up over your shoulder. Take a seat, sit your hips down. And then forward fold, bowing over, let it go. Let's do that again. Chair pose. It's called chair pose twist. We make prayer pose and we'll twist to the other elbow. Turn your chest to the side. Look over to the side. And then forward fold. Let it go. Another variation, coming up into chair. We're going to tuck our right arm under our left arm and our right leg over our left leg. So the arms and legs get all crisscrossed, wrapped up around each other. This is called eagle pose. And it is like chair. We're bending the knees, we're sitting down. Good, rise up, reach up. And let's do that again. Tuck your left elbow under, should be the second side, and your left leg over the top. Wrap up your arms and legs, bend the knees, sit down in your chair, and breathe deep. Steady and easy. Strong and peaceful. Rise up, reach up, and bow all the way down. Lift halfway up. Take a vinyasa flow. Let's step the left foot forward to pyramid pose. I want you to get your back heel to the floor. So turn your back foot at kind of a diagonal. Turn it sideways till the heel is really down on the ground. We'll keep the right fingers on the floor and twist the left arm open. This is called twisting triangle. If you can go deeper, your bottom hand crosses over right near the pinky toe of the standing foot. It's kind of a doozy. Can you breathe deep? Take a seat. Don't wait for it to be over. Just sink into it right now. Let it go. We'll just do down dog between sides. Right foot forward for twisting triangle. Set up your legs like pyramid. Get your back heel down on the floor. Left hand stays down. The right arm twists open. And if you can go deeper, your bottom fingers will cross over your foot near the pinky side. Try to stretch your legs straight. Then twist. Touch the ground and step back. Downward facing dog. Nice work. Let's raise the right leg up in the air. And we'll tuck it through for pigeon pose. So in pigeon pose, your shin doesn't have to come perfectly across your mat. Just tuck it in at an angle. Let your knee be bent right in front of you and wobble yourself right into the middle. So you're not sitting or leaning on either side. Right in the middle, we want to have an even seat. And that's what we bow into. Bring your head down, bring your elbows down, and bow to the floor. our hands back in. Stay in pigeon pose and reach your left hand back to grab your back foot. So we're doing a thigh stretch again. Remember I mentioned last time that maybe your knee was being bothered in the lunge when we did our thigh stretch. So try it in pigeon pose and see if this bothers your knee a little less. Some people prefer this one. So take a breath here, sit your thighs down into the stretch. Lift your chest, lift your chin. Nice work, just down dog between sides. Good, take your left leg forward for pigeon pose. Remember that your leg doesn't have to be perfectly parallel across your mat. It's okay if it's kind of tucked in with the foot bent. Find your even leaning. Lean right even into the middle. And bow. Forward bending. Head comes to the floor. Elbows come down to the floor. Walk your hands back up and let's do our thigh stretch. Reach your right hand back to grab your foot. Give yourself a little thigh stretch here. Push the foot in towards your hips. Breathe through it. Slow down and stay a while. Nice work. Let your foot go. We're going to swing our legs around in front of us. We're going to lay all the way down onto our back. Hug your knees into your chest for a moment. You can rock side to side. Just massaging your lower back against the floor. Feels good. And keeping our knees bent, we're going to grab our feet. It's called happy baby pose. You lift your feet up right over your knees, bent 90 degrees. And you're trying to press your hips down to the floor. It's a hip opener. You feel a stretch to your hips and your lower back. Pull your shoulders down to the floor. Take a couple of breaths here. Nice work. Hug your right knee into the chest and extend your left leg down straight on the ground. So we're just giving ourselves a little squeeze here with one knee in. And then take your knee across you to a twist. Pull the knee over with your left hand and open your right arm out to the side. Turn your head to look back towards the right arm. And we'll stay in this twist for a few rounds of breath. Come back to center, and let's cross this right ankle in front of our left thigh. Interlace your hands around the left thigh and pull the legs towards you. So this is another way of getting a hip opener similar to pigeon pose. This is pigeon pose on your back. Especially if you notice any knee discomfort in pigeon, then this would be a great alternative. And you can do this one instead of regular pigeon pose. One thing they say about the yoga poses is that all of this movement is actually aimed at leading us towards stillness. All the poses are leading up to us sitting in meditation. So now hug your left knee in and drop your right leg down on the ground. This should be your second leg, just giving yourself a little squeeze with one knee. And that's a neat perspective to have on the poses, that we're not just doing them to move and move and move forever. We're doing the poses to prepare ourselves for stillness, for sitting, for taking the ultimate seat in meditation. And then take your knee across you to a twist. And we'll turn back towards that left arm. Open your left arm, turn your head. You're welcome to close your eyes. Just take a few breaths here. And then when we come back to center, we'll take that pigeon pose variation again. We'll cross the left ankle in front of the thigh, reach your hands around your right thigh, and pull the legs in. Nice little hip stretch. And then we'll let go and put our feet both flat on the floor with the knees bent. You can flop your knees to the right and to the left a couple of times. Just floppy, floppy. And then we're going to rest our body out in Shavasana, our final relaxation. Stretch your legs and your arms down flat on the ground. Close your eyes and feel how our movements have prepared us for stillness. Just be still and be silent now. And then we can take a deeper breath. Circle your wrists. Circle your ankles. Reach up over your head and stretch out your body, tall and long. And then bend your knees over to one side and rest on your side for a moment. And press up to sitting, just like we started, right? We said our practice was to prepare us for this, for sitting. And feel if that's true for you. Did the movements help your body feel a little calmer here? Quiet the mind. Deepen the breath so that we really are ready for meditation. We'll just take a couple of breaths here, just like when we began, but feeling how we've changed. We're different because of our practice. We'll put our prayer pose out the heart. Bow your head to your heart. Namaste. I'm so glad you guys practiced with me. Thank you, and have a beautiful rest of your day.